Hey, folks, good morning. Uh, good morning from beautiful Arizona here. I'm glad I chose not to vacation in Florida this year. Holy smokes, it's been a little cold there, but cheers. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to another episode of How We're Different here in this Gene Tough program. Um, I think I think most people are so confused about what we do here. They think it's just training and chicken and broccoli and that kind of stuff. But there's so much more. There's so many little tiny details. People ask me all the time, what about this? What about that? And they're always looking to other influencers on social media and the quick shortcut, the quick hack, the latest supplement, all that kind of stuff. And that's not where most of us need to be, especially after 40, 50 years old. And so I want to talk to you about one of the things that we all understand here in the program, that it's one of those little things that makes all the difference in the world. And once you hear this and understand it, I think you'll go, wow, that is different. It's like nobody's ever told me that. I never knew that. And so what I want to talk to you a little bit about is your grandmother probably was really wise and told you that you needed to eat your vegetables, right? You eat your veggies, son. And we all like stuck our nose up at it, whether it was broccoli or whatever we didn't like. And excuse me here, gotta have my coffee. So grandma was actually pretty smart, but I don't even think she knew she was that smart. So here's what I'm talking about. I've talked a lot about why how important it is to eat your vegetables, because number one, to have a colorful plate, because colors mean nutrients, like the white in onions means quercetin, and the we all know the orange in carrots is beta carotene. All these little things, all these vitamins and minerals that are in these different colored veggies make a huge difference, a huge difference. But here's another little secret that most people don't know about vegetables. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying eat like a vegetarian. That no, 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 no. We eat lots of meat here, right? As you all know, I love to hunt and fish, and so we eat lots of wild meat. But I'm not saying vegetarian. But I am saying eat your vegetables. Eat a variety of different colored vegetables, and here's why. It's about fiber. And everybody again is, oh yeah, fiber, fiber, fiber. And even then, people hear about that and they're like, well, okay, I'll just take a supplement. I'll take a hack, right? A quick thing. And so some of the fiber supplements are okay, but the problem is then you lose out on the vitamins and minerals from the different colors in the vegetables. So here's how you get the double benefit from this. Fiber is one of those things that's super important in our diets, okay? And here's the little trick, the little hack that most people don't even know. The correct amount of fiber in your diet on a daily basis can keep you from absorbing almost 300 calories per day. Okay, so most people are focused on the other end, right? Burning calories, burning calories. What do I got to do? I got to run on the treadmill. I got to do all this other BS to burn calories. But what if you could keep your body from absorbing up to 300 calories a day? Okay, and that's what I'm talking about here. That's what fiber does, because when you eat fiber, it creates this like gel like substance that surrounds the food. It adds more bulk to the food. So the digestive enzymes can't get to, especially the fat and carbs. Okay, the protein is a different story because it's usually on the outside of that gelatinous mass. But the digestive enzymes have a harder time getting to the fat, especially the fat and the carbs, when it's mixed in this gel like substance that happens when fiber goes through the stomach. So, um, you know, people that the other thing that people understand is there's all this talk about probiotics. And again, I got to take this probiotic, this pill, this whatever, and that's all fine and well, but you need to understand that in a bigger way too. So probiotics are the bacteria that's in your gut, that what they call normal flora, normal bacteria. Okay, and that needs to be in balance. But what do the bacteria eat? What they need something to survive. What do they eat? Guess what? It's fiber. Okay, so fiber is actually a prebiotic. And so not only do we get up to 300 calories a day not absorbed. So think about what that means. I mean, I did the math. So take 300 calories a day. It doesn't sound like much, but um, 300 calories a day, 365 days in a year, it's 109,500 calories a year that don't get absorbed. The estimates are that there's about 3,500 calories in a pound of fat. That's 30 pounds of fat in a year's time that you don't have to gain. Now, even if that math that, because we're humans and metabolic activity can differ and all, say that number is half, it's still 15 pounds of fat in a year simply by doing what you should do anyhow to get the vitamins and minerals that you need from all of these veggies, right? So it's a win-win situation. So the most people, when you look at the average American diet, most people get about 15 grams of fiber in a day. And to get the benefits I'm talking about, you need about 40 grams of fiber a day. Okay, so it's not hard to figure out. You can look this stuff up. And the other thing I'll tell you is don't go from 10 or 15 grams a day to 50 tomorrow, or you'll spend a lot of time in the bathroom, right? Go slow, ramp it up slow. But the bottom line is, go for this low hanging fruit, right? We talk a lot in this program about the MED, or the minimal effective dose. Why would you want to do more work than is necessary to get the maximum benefit? So what's the minimum that you can do and get the effects that you want? Okay, and this is one of those little, and I don't really like the term hacks because that implies cheating. What I'm talking about is just being smart about things, just knowing this information. And that's where, and there's so many other benefits. You get the fiber, it decreases fat absorption, you get a better cholesterol panel, it decreases inflammation. Inflammation is the precursor to any disease. I don't care if it's cancer, heart disease, diabetes, whatever. It all starts with inflammation. If you can eat more fiber, you'll have lower levels of inflammation. You're going to have a longer lifespan, at least a longer health span, right? We talk about this all the time. You might get run over by a truck tomorrow, but at least you'll be healthy and maybe be a good organ donor, right? We can't predict all of those things, but if you're lucky and you're strong and you're healthy, you're going to live a better life. You're going to be able to do things like this, enjoy things like this, go hiking, go do anything you want because you're going to feel good. I'm stronger now than I was when I was 20, right? I'm in better shape now than I was when I was 20, and I was in good shape back then. I can show you pictures. I mean, I was strong and healthy and vibrant, but I just get better and better every year. And that's not me. That's not my ego talking. It's just talking about learning these things, learning these little things that move the needle that are so easy to do. And we all this isn't rocket science, folks. It's like, this information's out there. And that's why I find it why I'm so passionate about this, because when I can help people understand the importance of these little tiny things done on a daily basis, they think they got to throw out the baby with the bathwater, and they start on January 1 and they got to go kill themselves at the gym and take hours at a time and do 2-a-day workouts, when if you just understand these little things like eating enough fiber, it tastes good. The other thing is it fills you up, right? Why do people get hooked on these processed foods? Because they give you that quick dopamine hit. They give you that blood sugar spike that these bacteria in your gut love, and they keep saying, hey, bring me more of that, right? But you don't get full because there's not enough bulk. So you eat the fiber, you get the vitamins and the minerals you need, you get the bulk you need so you feel full, you you don't absorb another 300 calories a day. It's these little things, folks, that just make all the difference in the world. So I hope that opens your eyes. I hope it helps you understand why these little things are so important. And one last thing I want to talk to you about. There's a lot of talk about organic veggies, and there is some truth to that. if you know, they are more expensive. If you feel like you can't afford that, then any veggies are better than no veggies. Okay, try to try to eat the most fresh vegetables you can. Try and stay away from the canned vegetables. Frozen, you know, flash frozen is okay, but go to the grocery store, go in the veggie section, try new stuff. Right? Just hey, I don't. What's this bok choy stuff? Right? I never heard of that. What is that? Let's try that. And the other tip I'll give you is don't buy a shit ton of all these different things all at once because hey, I'm gonna get on this fiber train, right? Buy a little bit of asparagus, buy, you know, one sweet potato. Otherwise, this stuff can go bad on you and you waste a lot of money. So when you go to the store, buy, you know, one little serving, one little bunch. If there's a couple of you in the family, you know, just buy a little bunch of asparagus, a little, you know, one cucumber, one apple, one, you know, all that kind of stuff. Just buy a little bit at a time, but make it a variety, make it different colors. You want a colorful plate. You want to get your protein on your plate, and it makes all the difference in the world. So stop trying to run away the calories on a stupid ass treadmill. Stop doing all those things that don't move the needle because you're going to get burnt out, and then you're going to start making excuses and say, "Oh, I'm different genetically. There's something wrong with me. I'm just getting old." You start going down that dumbass rabbit hole instead of just learning the facts about things. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about that, certainly reach out. Send me a message. We love to talk to people. That we're here to help people. That's what our passion is. Myself and my team that we've got together here, they're amazing, and they're all amazing humans, and they all want the same thing. They want you to know this information so you can live your best life. So if you need anything, want anything, you have any comments, you want me to talk about anything in the future, I'm here for you. I'm just here to help. So cheers. Take care.